Taylor Swift. She's quite popular these days. 95 million monthly Spotify listeners. A record-breaking tour of a movie based on it. A private jet which she uses and abuses to the point where there is a subreddit tracking out every move in it. She's popular to the degree that even just making this video will get me crucified on some Swifties TikTok, with curses being put on my bloodline forever. But as much as she and her fan base have talked about, the quality of her music never really seems to come into question much. Now she's like the most famous pop star currently, just a given that her music's always going to be there on the radios non-stop. Even though, I'm going to say something sacrilegious here, it's just not as good as it used to be. Her most revered albums, Red and 1989, came out in 2012 and 2014. Now, most of her recent albums are all just a bit mediocre, unless they're re-recording some of the old stuff. This trend in her music reminded me of one thing that I used to love. Something that's now taken its own downward trend, the boring, mediocre miasma, after being exciting and different so many years ago. I'll of course talk about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In the beginning, when we were all so young and naive, Iron Man blew us away. Then we had Thor and Captain America, we were all hooked. Then at once, these three seemingly separate films all come together. Everything was just so new and exciting, and nobody knew what to expect next. Three films with completely different genres, successfully merged together in the first Avengers movie to create something one of a kind. This was like Taylor Swift's early career when she was more of a country singer, and would only occasionally experiment with a more poppy style, which would make it feel more special. The good old days. For today. Taylor Swift and the MCU also still have an insane level of prestige in their fields, in spite of their faltering quality. Every time they release a new piece of content, the most dedicated Swifties and obsessive Marvel dorks always draw up so much hype and their expectations sky high. Then regardless of the quality, will all be successful. The massive appeal that these two have are too wide-reaching for failure to ever be a factor in conversation. Both times of their industry have also inspired a legion of copycats. The MCU has brought on a massive wave of failed cinematic universes, like the Dark Universe, the DC Extended Universe, the Monsterverse, and yes, even the Coronation Street Shared Universe, which just gave me a new video idea. Taylor Swift's influence is massively felt mainly in pop music, with the newest big two Disney stars, Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter, the woman completely dominating the charts right now, both citing Swift as an influence. Now we come to the current position of both behemoths. Taylor Swift is currently in her era tour, and she released her Taylor's Version series of albums, which involves her re-recording and performing all of her old hits to her fans. It's very much a nostalgia-based tour, which has really revitalised her career. On the Marvel side, they've recently announced this. Avengers Doomsday's villain is going to be played by Robert Downey Jr., a guy who's already played Iron Man. He played Iron Man, the character finished his arc, and gracefully died, and now he's likely going to be brought back somehow through some multiverse shenanigans. Of course, playing on the nostalgia of the Iron Man movies. It's really clear to me that today, Taylor Swift is very much the female equivalent of Marvel movies, with her music clearly attempting to appeal to more women, while Marvel is often pushed towards a male audience. And now they've both become the mass appeal, mediocre media machines, which used to be exciting and unique, but now just sit their own holding pattern, reducing slop.